In order to discuss linear and angular speed, let's imagine that we're riding on a Ferris wheel at a state fair. The linear speed is how fast you're traveling around the Ferris wheel if we're in one of the cars on the outside. In other words, it's how fast we're moving around the outside of the circle. The angular speed is describing how fast a radial arm moves through an angle. So let's consider this radial arm here, and the angular speed is measuring how fast that angle is being swept out as the wheel turns. Here we're introducing the variables that are used to describe the linear speed and the angular speed. This is a lowercase v here, but this letter, although it looks like a W, is actually lowercase omega. So the formula that relates linear speed to angular speed is v is equal to r times omega. So in order to understand why this is the formula that relates these two quantities, we'll need to derive it. To begin, let's recall the distance formula, that distance is equal to rate times time. And if we wanted to isolate the rate in this formula, we would need to divide both sides by time, which would yield that the rate or the speed is equal to the distance divided by time. And just to say again that we can also consider this rate to be a speed, and speed can be obtained by looking at the distance that one travels and divide it by the time that it took to move through that distance. Now let's consider the arc length formula. Remember, in the arc length formula, this angle theta must be measured in radians. Because we're trying to derive a formula for linear and angular speed, we're going to take this equation and divide both sides by time. So what we get on the left is s divided by t, or arc length per unit time. Let's pull this r out of the numerator so that we have r over 1 times theta over t. So what we have now is the distance that we traveled around the outside of the circle per unit time is equal to the radius of the circle multiplied by the angle that we swept through per unit time. The distance that we travel around the outside of the circle per unit time is linear speed. So we're going to let the lowercase v represent that quantity. The angle that we sweep through per unit time is angular speed. So we're going to let that quantity be lowercase omega. Now when we make these substitutions, what we see is that v is equal to r times omega, and this is the relationship between linear and angular speed that we were trying to derive. Now notice that because this formula came from the arc length formula where theta was measured in radians, this angular speed omega must also be measured in radians.